Hello everyone, welcome to this presentation on Python URL Shortener project. In this presentation, we will give an overview of the project and its feature and how it works. Actually, I would like to tell you all that this project has been allocated by Code Clause. Actually, I am doing internship in Code Clause right now. So in sequence of projects, the first project that I have been allocated by Code Clause is Python URL Shortener. As you can see here, the first project is URL Shortener using Python. So let's start the presentation. First, we will know that what is a URL Shortener. So basically this project is URL Shortener. So before it, we must know what is Python URL Shortener, what the work of this project. So a URL Shortener is a web service that takes a long URL, means like lengthy URL, and generate a short unique identifier that redirects to the original URL when clicked on it. So it gives a very short URL that will redirect to you the main URL that you are providing to this URL shortener. Okay. So URL shorteners are commonly used in social media and other online platforms to save space and make links for manageable. Every day we can see that we are getting a link like very small, like in numbers, the string. Basically, the URL are strings. So in sequence of character in which number and the characters are included. So that are shortest URL that you are getting. It is and the link is shortened by URL shortener. Like you can see, there are a lot of URL shortener in this time in the market. The famous one is bit.ly and OSDB is Jot GD. There are a lot of URL shortener in the market that you can use for sorting your website. Actually a lengthy website. So coming next, like so what will be the feature of our Python URL shortener? So our Python URL shortener has the following feature which I am going to describe. Like first one is generate short unique URLs using base 62 encoding. Like it encode the lengthy URLs and make it short and crisp. And it allow custom aliases for URLs. Here, from here you can also customize which URL you want. Tracks the number of clicks for each shortened URL. So if you are making any sorting, if you are making your URL shortener, then you can also analyze that how many people go through your particular URL. So you can make a count of it. Okay. Provide an API for programmatic access. As I have told you that bit.ly is one of the famous URL shortener. So we can implement bit.ly in this project by two methods. First one is by API integration, means by calling API, or we can directly import the PyShortener and we can use it. We will see later in the video. So these are the features of Python URL shortener. Now we'll know how it works. Actually, how URL shortener sort the URL. Okay. So when a long URL is submitted, it is stored in and assigned a unique ID. Whenever you give a URL, it assigned by a unique ID. The ID is encoded using base 62 encoding to generate a short URL, and that I have mentioned before this. This will encode your lengthy URLs. When a shortened URL is clicked, and it will convert. When a shortened URL is clicked, the corresponding long URL is retrieved from the Redis and the user is redirected to it. When you click on the short URL, you will automatically redirected to the main URL that are shortened. And it will, as I discussed a bit ago, like it will count for the URL in incremental. So let's see the demo of my project that I have made. So let's go to the GitHub repository. I have uploaded it here yesterday. So let me just find my repository. So I'll go through here, and here you can see where it is. Let me just find it. So this is the project that I have made. So let me open this in GitHub itself. Okay, so we'll just understand what I have done here, what I have done. So for this project, you must have first what I have talked about the requirements. You need any IDE, integrated development environment. Okay, so PyCharm, VS Code, you can use 2080. So I have used here a PyCharm. I haven't used VS Code for some reason. So I used PyCharm here for making my project. So let's go to the GitHub. So here you can see I have imported two modules. Like these are the modules. Modules are the basically it is a set of functions. It is you can say in the like in Java you can say that this is the package. This is the modules that I have imported and made a variable where I am asking to the user to enter any URL that are lengthy or anything. So we can I have just implemented Bitly 1 year. As I have told you that there are also Shorteners in the market that you can implement in this, but I have implemented Bitly because this is one of the famous URL shortener. That's why so the access token you can get by Bitly when you create your account on Bitly. So you can get this access token from there, and you can see there print. So the link that you provide will sort your URL. So this is a sorting with API key. It means we are using this with access token. The second method is also here, that I have told before, implementation through API call. So here we have also here we also have to write the access token, but it is by API call. This particular code format I have taken from Bitly. When you go on the Bitly website, so you can see this format there, and I have just print it like this link is and JSON file here, like you can see here JSON is equal to data. So the URL I have stored in data variable. Okay, and I have assigned this data means this URL into the JSON folder, or you can say JSON variable. Okay, and response.json means it will give this like it will sort the URL and just give you the output. So I will also see once like how it is working. So wait a minute. So let me just open my Jupyter notebook. Sorry. So let me open Jupyter notebook for demo purpose. So I'll just Windows plus R, and I'll write the command here like nothing, Jupyter notebook. I'll just enter, and it will redirect to the Jupyter notebook in Mozilla Firefox. Like I have Mozilla Firefox, that's why I'm clicking. So I have made this project in URL Shortener, and just click on it, and I will see how it is working. So I'll just click it and simply run this say. So you can see here like it is asking for a long URL. So I'll just give any URL to it, like I'll copy this URL from YouTube and I'll post it here. No, sorry, paste it here like this. So after clicking enter, it will give me a short URL. So see, so it gives this URL, and this link I have just made two output for the particular URL. One is through that I have told you, generated through Shortener module, that we imported the module here, you can see this. And the second one is generated through API call, Bitly API call. Both are same. There is no difference between both the link, but the method is different. Only the difference is the method is different, but the link is same. So for making this project, you have to just like you have to download some libraries modules. So let me show you how you can download it. And like for module, you can just simply run the command pip install. Like if you don't have like Shortener, then simply write it here, Shorteners, okay, and enter. So I have installed it, that's why you can see the requirement already satisfied. Here you can see, okay. And if you want to know that you have this module or not, you can simply check it by pip. So you can use this command, so Shortener. So you can see there is a full information about the Shortener, like which version you are using and anything, a lot of things you can read from here, okay. So let me just come to my presentation. So sir, I'd happy to give a brief presentation on how to use the Bitly URL Shortener. So first of all, let me explain that I have talked about the API. Like what is API? You all guys know that API stands for Application Programming Interface. It is a set of protocols, routines, and tools for building software applications. APIs allow different software applications to communicate with each other and exchange data. In this case, we will be using Bitly API to sort in URL that I have showed you that I am using this. I am calling the particular thing from API call. Okay. So there is a you can do if you want to do this project, then what you have to do first you have to sign up for a Bitly account to use the Bitly API. You need to have a Bitly account, okay. So if you don't have one already, go to bitly.com and sign up for a free account. And on the step 2, you get an API key once you have a Bitly account, okay. So you need to get an API key to use the API. To get your API key, go to your Bitly account setting and click on the API support tab. From there, you can generate an API key. Because of not so much time, I am unable to show you the how Bitly account. You can create Bitly account, but where you can find because of short time, I am unable to show you how to do this. And the third step is like make an API call to sort in a URL using Bitly API. You need to make an API call. An API call is a request. Like what is API call? I have just discussing more and more. Like an API call is a request for information from a web server. In this case, we will be making a request to Bitly server to sort in a URL.